Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. We're having some homemade chili. Chili for breakfast? Yeah, you know why? Because I have the day off. And a bagel with just some vegan margarine. I use basil. Oh my god, it's so good. Made this because Axel was taking it to the church today. So made a huge pot of it. He did all the beans last night, and it was taking forever for some reason. And he was getting tired. Poor guy. So he comes out at like 11 something, and he's like, Mom, it's not finished yet. It was in the Instant Pot, right? So, oh my god. Whatever. Have a day off, who cares? So you put it on slow cook. So you have to wait for it to actually build up the pressure. Then, or no, not slow cook for that. Sorry, slow cook was for the actual chili. And pressure cook. I just said that, didn't I? I don't know. Anyway, put it on pressure cook. So it has to build up the pressure, and then you have to wait for it to cook, and then you have to wait for the pressure release. So it can take a long time. Anyway, whatever. I ended up saying to him to just prep everything, chop up all the veggies, get everything out ready to go, and go to bed, and then I would just do it. Because I was up on the phone anyway, talking to Sharon for over 4 hours. So in here we have, started with the beans, like I said, dried beans in the Instant Pot. Chickpeas, kidney beans, and black beans. You cook them straight from dry in the Instant Pot. It's amazing. So even though it takes time for it to happen, way better than having to soak it the night before and all of that jazz. You know what I mean? It's fabulous. And then you just rinse them, and you've got your beans. And they're delicious. Mind you, we love beans. So, and then let's talk about what I put in there. So, I took all the beans out, rinsed them all off, and then I put onions, red pepper, cumin, paprika, chili powder, cocoa powder, cinnamon, squirt of mustard, liquid smoke, maple syrup, molasses, trying to remember everything else. I'm not sure if I'm missing something. Normally, if I was making it for other people, I would add corn, but obviously with Axel, we can't. And sometimes I'll put TVP. But I didn't even bother this time, and you know what? Can't tell. Oh my god. Huge carrot. Carrot! It's so good. And then I put it on slow cook for 6 hours. I was going to put peanut butter in it too, but I couldn't remember if there's somebody in the school that's allergic to nuts, so I didn't put it. I don't think there is, but it might be a TDSB rule that you can't cook with nuts. And you're going to be like, you used garlic powder? Yeah, you want to know why I used garlic powder? For one, it adds that little bit of extra flavor. But also because this morning, I roasted 5 heads of garlic and then squeezed some of that in here. So, each person's chili recipe, I find, is completely different. And even when we make it, generally speaking, it's different each time. I don't use a recipe. I just throw shit in there. I would, if I was serving it, I was going to go to the church today, but honestly, I need today off because I'm working so much this week. So, when I'm serving it, I would serve it with vegan sour cream. My favorite is tofutti or Earth Island. I like them both, but I prefer tofutti. I also like a cashew sour cream, but I don't have any cashews. I put some Daya cheese shreds in there. Cilantro, fresh lime, sliced green onions, hot sauce if you like it, because I don't make it hot just in case people don't like it. And let me tell you, woo, it's such a good meal. I forgot to talk about the tomatoes that I put in there. So, chunky tomatoes. And this time I didn't even put any water, which normally I do. But once I started stirring everything up, it was this really like almost luxurious thickness. And I'm like, oh, I like that. And because they're slow cooking it, it's not going to lose much of the liquid that's in it with the lid on. If you cook it with the lid open, obviously some evaporates, but it was so friggin' good. I'm kind of sad now that I only took one bowl. Maybe I'll have to make us a pot just for us. We have 2 Instant Pot inner pots because our other Instant Pot broke, so I kept the inner pot. So now I just switch it out when we're using the Instant Pot that we have now. So, I wanted to talk about this part of my day yesterday after I finished eating because in case I get emotional. I ended up crying last night when I started talking about it. So, y'all know that I'm a mama bear. And I have been blessed with children and adults coming into my life. And me, I don't know what you want to call it, quasi-adopting them. And making them like family. Family, right? So, yesterday I was working fits for most of my shift, which is the change rooms. Short little things. Axel and I have been eating these every once in a while, and they're quite good. Bagel bars. And there was a room open for a person. I'm not going to say the name, because you never know. And I was like, why haven't they come into the room yet? Like, it's been open for quite some time. So I went looking for them to see if they had anything for me to add to the room. Because, you know, some people really do just take their time browsing and shopping. It's kind of lovely. I like doing that myself. So sometimes I'll ask a fitting room to be opened, and then I'll just take my time looking around and add to it as I go. So obviously, as a representative of the company now, an associate, that's what I do too. I just I ask them if they would like a room to be open when they first get there, and then I just add to it as they go. So anyway, I came out because I had a couple of seconds of free time, because it was nuts. Again, lineups for the change rooms, which is beautiful, because Torrid Cash got extended. So they have until today to finish, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not working today, because it's going to be nuts in there. So I was just going to say, if they call me, I won't go in, but they can't call me because I'm 5 shifts this week, so there's no possibility, thank goodness. Just that thought alone stressed me out, but now I realize that it can't happen, so I'm thankful. Anyway, so I had a few seconds, so I was taking clearance back and putting it back. Oh, sorry, there. No, I'm still crooked, but it's okay. You're fine with it, right? So, there was a person standing at the clearance part, and they had something in their hand, but it was like they were just stuck. Like they weren't moving, they weren't doing anything, and I thought, oh my gosh, I hope they're okay. So I kind of just slowly walked over so I didn't startle them, for one thing. Because in my head, my ex has epilepsy, right? So the first thing that I'm thinking is, like, is this the part right beforehand where they kind of zone out and then have a seizure? Like, always on high alert for that. I don't know why. It's just me. So anyway, I kind of whispered and I said, hi, welcome. Is there anything that I can help you with? Do you need anything in particular? And they kind of looked at me and just shook their head, and I thought, oh shit, they're not okay. So in that moment, it's hard to explain, and I am going to get choked up. It's like Mama Bear kicks in. So they're a young person, I want to say in their 20s, just assuming because they look that age, doesn't mean anything. And I just knew. It was like I just knew that they needed a mama bear at that exact moment. And I just said, are you okay? And they said no. And I said, I got you. I said, what do you need? What do you want to talk about? Like, spill it. Basically. And literally for the next 20 minutes, we just sat there and we had a heart-to-heart. And they were crying, and I was having such a hard time keeping it together. The tears were welling up in my eyes the whole time. But obviously I'm at work. So even though I was Mama Bear, I was very conscious of the fact that I was at work. And it was like in that moment, nobody else in the store existed. And I'm not kidding you when I say that nobody interrupted us. And we were there for like a good 20 minutes. And I heard some very harmful things. And not harmful in the manner of like, that it was... I don't know how to explain it. It was hard to hear because, as the parent of a trans child who had a real struggle in life, there's just a connection. There's an instant connection to children, more so than adults, because as we grow up, we kind of, hopefully anyway, learn coping skills. But young folks, they don't have it in them to understand all of this. So they admitted that they were having an anxiety attack, and I said, okay, can I give you a little coping mechanism or something like that? Yes. They were so thankful, and I said, hold on to something cold. So we were in a clothing store, so the coldest thing there is the racks that hold the clothes because they're metal, right? So they held on to it, and they were so thankful. And I'm saying they because they told me that they were non-binary, so right away, brain clicks over to non-binary terms. And we had such a beautiful chat. They were able to open up to me, and I to them as well. And it was such a moment. And I'm so damn thankful that I was there in that moment, because who knows what would have happened if somebody else came up to them and just didn't know that they were struggling at that moment. And, they felt so validated and heard and seen. Most importantly, seen and loved, because even though I didn't say it, they just felt it. So the tears were just flooding down their face. They were such a gorgeous being. Everything about them just exuded positivity and color and, honestly, right place, right time. The universe just put us there together in that moment because it was meant to be. And then they had to leave after, I don't even know how long. I want to say 20 minutes, but it might have been shorter than that. It might have been longer than that, because in that exact moment, it didn't matter. Even my coworkers didn't come over to talk to me because, they know me. They know what I'm like now, and I'm sure that they knew what was going on, and they just decided to leave us alone, which is amazing. The fact that they respect me to that degree, and they just know what I'm like the other day when I met the mama bear, it was so beautiful, and I feel very blessed, and I feel like this job is my calling, because I'm always wearing something. I can't say always, because yesterday I wasn't wearing something to say that I'm a mama bear, because usually I'll wear my rainbow glasses, or I even have my mama bear mask. Got the different colored nails. So, sometimes it's just known, but I think I'm actually going to get a mama bear pin or something, because I want these people to know that, I'm there for them. And the fact that my work is so inclusive, and it's just so beautiful. It was such a moment. So then I came home. I made it home literally right in time for my OA meeting. And it was such a beautiful meeting. Mondays is meditation night. I won't say the person's name who leads it, but they're so beautiful. And it's obviously much needed for many of us, but especially yesterday, after that day, I really needed that. I needed to ground myself, and I needed to be in the moment and enjoy that moment, because it was so life-altering, When you have the chance to be that person who can show somebody who's having a difficult moment that they matter. I hope you experience it. That's all I can say. And I hope that you understand how big that is to that person. And hopefully to you as well. Because each person that I do this for, I feel like I grow so much from it. And it's hard to say because my heart is already so big, but I feel like my heart grows bigger each time that I welcome somebody into it. and to let them know that, I've got them. Doesn't matter if I don't know you. I don't care. And it's something else too, like when you see somebody on the street who's struggling in any way, shape, or form, be it mental health wise or drug addictions or just underhoused, say hello, or smile or nod or something, you know, just so that they know that you see them. Sometimes that's all people need. Just see them. That's my message for today. So, sorry this was an emotional one, but y'all know me. I'm pretty much an emotional being. And I just know how blessed I am. And I know what it's like to have an anxiety attack in public. It's fucking horrible. So I'm just so thankful that the universe put me there in that moment in time. And I ended up really thinking about them a lot. And hoping that they were okay. Because they didn't come back. And I was praying that they would come back. But I was finished in 10 minutes. So they might have come back. After I was gone. I hope they did. But, when I leave work after something like that, like, I just feel like I can't forget, so I wanted to look up the mama bear the other day online, but I thought, no, I better not. So I did post in our Serendipity Doodah mama bear group, just saying that I had met this person, this family actually, and they were so beautiful, and they were part of the mama bear group, and how beautiful it was to see them supporting their daughter. And then this person, yesterday, what I did was I posted in a local group with queer people in it. And just, posted a little post saying, you came into my work yesterday and I just wanted to let you know that you're valid and that I hear you and that I see you and you matter and that you're loved. And I think that post alone, hopefully, that for one finds them. I did look in the group members and they are in the group, but I didn't want to message them out of respect, so I'm hoping that they do see it. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because it was such a beautiful moment. So I shared it last night after the after the meditation in my chairs, even though that wasn't really something that I did during the actual meditation time. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So obviously, that's where my mind was at the moment. So I wanted to share with people because we have inclusive speech in our groups. So we say he, she, or they all the time. And I wanted to let them know how validating that is for the people who are in our group who are non-binary, because we do have some. So there you go, friends. That's my share with you for today. It doesn't take much to let people be seen. So hopefully you can be that person for somebody, or if you are the person who needs to be seen, I really do hope that you are seen. Because you matter, you're loved. I love you. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. It almost sounds weird to say that after this very heartfelt talk, but, this is my YouTube channel, and I hope that I get myself out there so that people do see the positivity that is needed, but also the fact that I'm just down to earth and I share my life, and I have breakdowns just like everybody else, but I'm in such a good place right now, and even when I have bad days, they're not long, and I try and remember that my God has me, my higher power has me at all times. And I feel so blessed and so thankful that I'm here to experience this life. Because of beautiful moments like this, for one thing. Because I'm worth it too. And I'm loved. And I'm cherished. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.